As a woman's sleep health coach, this is probably one of the most popular reasons I hear for women walking around exhausted. It's that their sleep is broken and they come back and say that they haven't slept well since they had babies. I hear this from women in their 40s, their 50s, well into their 60s. So that means there's been 30 plus years of broken sleep, all because when you had your babies, it trained you to sleep very shallowly. It trained you to have broken sleep because anytime the baby needed to be fed, needed to be cared for, you had to get up and go and do that. So sleep was always broken. Your body and your brain got used to having small segments of sleep, maybe those 1 to 2 hours at a time. Also, having very shallow sleep, which means you're not getting into that deep restorative rest because your brain is always on. It's that fight or flight mode because you're waiting to hear the baby. You're waiting to hear any cries, any wants, any noises in order to get up and go immediately care for that baby. So you trained your brain probably before you had babies. You had a pretty decent sleep, more consistent long night sleeps. But going through the postpartum phase, raising the baby, raising small children, you were always on alert. Your sleep was broken, and you trained your brain and your body to survive unbroken sleep. The good news is it doesn't have to stay this way. Even if you've been living this way for 20, 30 plus years, you can change your sleep by training it back to more longer, deeper states of rest. But that's the thing, it takes training. It takes practices. It can't just happen overnight, just like, well, I guess I won't say just like having the baby trained you because that was, you were kind of forced into that overnight, but you probably got very used to it. You got used to that broken sleep. But again, the good news is we can train ourselves to go back to falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer. So, staying asleep longer for those longer segments of time, even allowing ourselves to feel more safe and relaxed and calm to get into that deeper state of sleep. So, again, it's very common, especially if you've had kids. You're not alone in having broken sleep. That's really one of the main key players in it. Yes, our shifting hormones in midlife do have a little bit of tendency with that, especially because usually low estrogen hot flashes, that'll wake us up. But again, there are things we can do to kind of help modify that a little bit and help that calm us and stay asleep longer. Again, practices, but we do need to take those practices. That's where kind of that sleep hygiene comes from. Routines, calming environments. We need all those in place to once again help calm us, help start to train us that it is safe to let go of that fight or flight response. We don't have to listen to anything. We don't have to listen for anything. We don't have to go rescue our crying babies anymore. So take these practices. It does take a little bit of time. It's going to be a different time frame for everybody depending on what feels right for you and how quickly your body adjusts to new habits, new practices. But again, it can be done. You can be trained to get more deeper restorative rest, longer periods of sleep as well. So keep reading below in our blog post this week for a few key tips that can help you start training your brain and your body tonight. Again, it can be trained. So enjoy. If you have any questions, I'm here for you as a women's sleep health coach. I specialize in helping women fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer. So we can work together in finding your rhythm, your new rhythm to train you for those longer segments of sleep so that you can sleep deeper, wake up more energized, and start enjoying life again. Start enjoying those activities you once loved when you have the energy to do so.